discuss about residues, means residue at infinite, and Cauchy residue theorem, and solve some numerical example based on means how we find the residue and how we solve the numerical integration using the Cauchy residue theorem. So in a previous lecture we discussed about what? We discussed means how we find the residue. If z equals z0 be the what? Z equals z0 be the isolated center points. So in case of a pole, how we find, in a previous lecture we discussed about how we find, we derive a formula how we find the residue. Here if fz is a given, fz is a given in form of a phi z upon psi z, and at z equal z0, fz have pole of order 1 or simple pole. Then how we find the basically residue of pole. Simple pole. Here we write our simple pole. So if function is given in form of this one, fz equal phi z upon psi z, and z equal z0, fz have a pole, and phi z0 is that equal to 0, and psi z0 equal to 0. Obviously psi z0 equal to 0 because denominator equal to 0, then this one is the what? This one is a singular point. So how we find in this case, if this situation prevails, then how we find the residue? So as we know that in case of a residue of a pole, and pole with a simple pole, then residue of fz at z equal z0 equal limit z tends to z0, z minus z0, f of z. This one is a word, this one is a residue, as we defined in a previous lecture. So in this case, how we find the residue? If fz is a given phi z upon psi z0 does not equal to 0 and psi z0 equal to 0. So here we write this one, limit z tends to z0, z minus z0, this one is a residue, fz means fz here we write phi z divided by what? Psi z. Here we write a Taylor series expansion of a phi z, because phi z is a what? Phi z is a analytic function about z equals z0. And also we write the Taylor series expansion of a psi z, because psi z is also a analytic function. So here limit z tends to z0, z minus z0, we write a Taylor series expansion of this one. What is the Taylor series expansion? About z equals z0, phi z0 plus z minus z0, phi dash z0 plus z minus z0 whole square divided by factorial 2 phi double dash z0, and so on. In a denominator here, in a denominator, binomial, Taylor series expansion of a psi z about z equals z0, this becomes psi z0 plus z minus z0, psi dash z0, and so on. So if we closely observe, phi z0 does not equal to 0. Phi z0 does not equal to 0 and psi z0 equal 0. So if this one equals 0, this one equals 0, then what will happen? This will become limit z tends to z0, this become z minus z0 outside, and inside phi z0, z minus z0, phi dash z0, and so on. in a denominator, what will happen? In a denominator, psi z0 becomes 0. Then we take a common z minus z0 outside. Then this becomes what? Z minus z0 outside, inside psi dash z0 plus z minus z0 psi double dash z0 divided by factorial 2 up to infinite number of terms. So z minus z0 cancel out. So if we take the limit, then this term becomes 0. This term onwards, all the term in a Taylor series of phi z0 equal to 0, and all the terms second onwards become 0 because there is a multiple of a z minus z0. So if you put z equals z0, then this becomes what? This becomes 0. So what is the value for this one? The value for this one becomes phi z0 divided by psi dash z0. So this one is a what? This one is another form, means how we find if at z equals z0 have a pole. Means this one is another formula to find out the residue of fz at z equals z0. If z0 at z equals z0, there is a simple pole. If at z equals z0, there is a simple pole. Simple pole. So this one is a what? This one is a one formula. This may be treated as a one formula. This may be treated as a one formula to find out the residue of a fz at z equal to 0 if z equals z0 have a simple pole. So now next we are going to discuss about the residue at infinite. What is the residue? Residue at z equal infinite. So first we erase out this one, then we discuss about the residue at z equal infinite. So next we discuss about the residue at z equal infinite. The residue at z equal infinite. So the residue at z equal infinite. So what is the residue? So there is some very interesting, means a relation between residue at z equal infinite and residue at finite number of a point. So now residue at z equal infinite means we consider what? Extended complex plane. Infinite is also included in a complex plane. Then this become what? Extended complex plane. Suppose there exists a finite number of a singular point except z equal infinite. Finite number of a singular point. And we assume that all the singular point except z equal infinite lie inside a closed curve C. Closed curve C, and orientation of a closed curve is anti-clockwise, and radius of this one is a what? Radius of this one is a capital R. Then all the singular points lie inside this one. Then if we define mod z is greater than R, mod z is greater than R, C is a circle such that all other singular points lie inside this region. There is only one point at infinite where the function is not analytic, and all other point function is a what? Function is analytic inside this region. Mod z equal R. Then we try to find out the what? We try to find out the residue of fz at z equal infinite. This one equal what? Residue of fz at z equal infinite is a v1, and v1 is a what? v1 is a 1 upon 2 pi I integrate over c fz dz. So here, if you multiply by 2 pi I here, then this become what? This become integrate over c fz dz. Here, for infinite, c is treated as a, c have a clockwise direction, means C have a negative orientation, because the interest of a region lie on a left hand side. Here the orientation is a what? Orientation is a negative. So this one is integrate over minus C fz dz equal to pi I residual of fz at z equal infinite. So C is a what? C is a minus C for this reason. So here, how we define this one? If we write z equal 1 upon w, z equal 1 upon w, then what is the reason? Reason become what? Reason become 1 upon z, means z equal 1 upon w, mod of 1 upon w, mod of 1 upon w is a less than what? Mod of 1 upon w is a greater than r, then w is a mod of w is a less than 1 upon r. Inside this region, except where w equal to 0, the function is a what? Analytic, means here there is a 1 upon r, this one is a small region, 1 upon r, radius is a 1 upon r, this one is a 1 upon r. Inside this region, except w equal to 0, function is a what? Function is a analytic. So here, if z equal 1 upon w, then dz equal, if z equal 1 upon w, then dz equal minus 1 upon w square dw. So what is the value for this one? The value for this one become what? The value for this one become residue of fz at z equal infinite. This become integrate over what? Integrate over c. For this reason, what is the c? C become positive. So what is the value? This become f of z, f of 1 upon w, z equal 1 upon w into 1 upon w square dw. This one is a minus sign, minus 1 upon w, 1 upon w square dw. This one is a what? 2 pi I, this one equal to this one, and this become what? This become 2 pi I raised to at z equal infinite. So suppose this one is a what? This one is a zw. Here we assume that what? This one is a zw. Zw equal 1 upon w square f of 1 upon w. 1 upon w. So now here integrate over c residue of fz at z equal infinite equal to what? Minus of residue of zw at w equal c. At w equal what? W equal c. So this one is a what? Integrate over c f of 1 upon w, 1 upon w square dw. This one is if this one denoted by the zw. So the residue at w equal to 0 of a zw. The residue of a zw at w equal to 0 with minus sign equal to what? A residue of a fz at z equal infinite, because we obtain this one with this transformation z equal 1 upon w. So here residue of a fz at z equal infinite equal minus of a residue of a gw at w equal 0. So this one is a equivalent. You may also say, means this one is a suppose this one is expression 1. So with the help of this one is a what? This one is a integrate over c fz dz. Fz dz. So minus this one, minus c. So if the orientation is a positive, now what we are going to show that if orientation is a positive, orientation is not a negative, orientation is a positive, and all the singular points lie inside this region, orientation is a positive. If this one is a positive, then this become what? This become plus. So Here, what we say that integrate over C f z dz equal integrate over C 1 upon w square f of 1 upon w dw. So this one is a what? This one is a, suppose this one is a zw. So you may say that integrate over C f z dz equal integrate over C cw dw. So what we conclude that? We conclude that integrate over C f z dz equal integrate over C zw dw. Then, and what is the integrate at z equal infinite? So this one is a true if singular point lie inside the closed curve C. So now there is a very interesting relation between means residue at finite number of a point and residue at infinite number of a point. So this one is a relation of a residue at finite number of a points. So this one is so we say that residue of a fz, sum of the residue of a fz, you may write in this way, residue of a fz at all points, sum of residues from I equal 1 to n, residue of fz at z equal zi, equal to what? Equal to minus of residue of fz at z equal infinite, equal minus of residue of fz at z equal infinite. So what is the sum of these two? Summation I equal 1 to n residue of fz at z equal zi plus residue of fz at z equal infinite is what? Infinite equal what? Infinite equal C. So this one is a very interesting relation, and one another relation means this one is a very important result. And we say this one is a result 2, and what is the result here? Means residue of fz at z equal infinite equal to minus of residue of zw at w equal c. And what is the GW? GW is 1 upon W square f of 1 upon W. So these are the two results in a context of a residue at z equal infinite. So how we find the residue at z equal infinite? We find the residue at z equal infinite by writing a what? 1 upon W square into f of 1 upon W. This one is one another function GW. Then we find the residue of a GW at W equal to 0. Then minus of a residue of a GW at W equal to 0 is nothing else residue of a fz at z equal infinite. Now we solve some numerical example using these results that we discussed in a previous lecture and in this lecture. Solve some numerical example means how we find the residue of any function at the singular points. So isolated singular points. So here first function is a z divided by z plus 1, z minus 2. Second function is a cot z. Third is a z into sine 1 by z. and fourth one is the z to power 4 plus z square and z cube divided by z cube. Here find the residue at z equal infinite. So one by one we find the residue of these functions. First we solve the first one. So fz equal what? Fz equal z divided by z plus 1 and z minus 2. So there are two similar points. First one is a z equal minus 1 and second one is a z equal 2. So there is a two similar points, so z equal minus 1 and z equal 2. So these are the isolated singular points. Why these are the isolated singular points? Because there is a 2 points, this one is a minus 1, this one is a 2. We draw a small circle, a small, not a circle, means a small region where there is no any other point except z equal minus 1 and z equal 2. So these are the what? Isolated singular point. So these are the isolated singular point. Isolated singular point. Isolated singular points. So if this one is isolated singular points, then here this one is a pole of order 1 or this one is a removable singularity or any other one, means essential singularity. So here if we closely observe, this one is a what? At z equal minus 1, this one is a pole of order 1, at z equal 2 there is a pole of order 1 also. So how we find? If z equal minus 1 have a pole of order 1, then what is the residue? The residue of fz at z equal minus 1 is the what? Limit z tends to z0 is minus 1, z plus 1 into fz. Fz is what? Z divided by z plus 1 and z minus 2. So z plus 1 cancel out. So this one is an isolated singular point, and how we decide this one is a pole or not? You may also means take a limit z tends to minus 1 fz. Then what is the value? Value means you may also decide like this one, limit z tends to minus 1 fz. Fz is a what? Infinite. So you may say that this isolated singular point is a what? Pole. So 1 then pole of order 1, power is a 2 then pole of order 2. So cancel out, and if you put z equal minus 1, then this become minus 1 divided by minus 1 minus 2. What is the value? Value become 1 by 3. So what is the residue of fz at z equal minus 1? This become 1 by 3. Now residue at z equal 2. Here also at z equal 2, if we find a limit z tends to 2 of fz means a limit z tends to 2 z upon z plus 1 into z minus 2. This one equal what? Infinite. So at z equal to what? Isolated singular point is under the category of poles. So now what is the residue? So z equal to have a pole. Now how we find the residue? The residue of fz at z equal 2 with the what? Limit z tends to 2 z minus 2 fz is the what? Z upon z plus 1 z minus 2. We cancel out this one and putting z equal what? Z equal 2. Then what is the residue? Residue become twice divided by 2 plus 1. This become what? 2 by 3. This one is the rest. So residue of this function at z equal 2 is a 2 by 3. At z equal minus 1, this one is a 1 by 3. So this one is a means the residue of fz is z is a fz is a z upon z plus 1 and z minus 2. Z minus 2. Now how we solve the second question? Means second one. Fz equal what? Fz equal cot z. So we may write this one is in this form. Fz equal cos z divided by sin z. Sin z. If we compare, this one is a what? Phi z divided by psi z. Psi z. What is the phi z? Phi z equal cos z, and psi z equal what? Sin z. So what are the singular points? By putting denominator equal to 0, then we able to find out the what? Singular point. So sin z equal what? Sin z equal to 0. If sin z equal to 0, then what is the value for z? Z equal n pi. Z equal n pi. N is a what? 0 plus minus 1 plus minus 2 and so on. Plus minus 1 plus minus 2 and so on. So what are the singular points? Singular points become what? Zk equal what? Zk equal here become n pi means 0, and here we write what? Here we write plus minus nk. So here we write what? Zk equal, if we write in term of a z equal what? 0, pi plus minus pi plus minus 2 pi and so on, 2 pi. So zk equal k pi. So these are the what? These are the, there is no need to mean so that these are the poles. Poles of order 1, poles of order 1 at z equal 0 with the isolated singular point. First we categorize this one is isolated or non-isolated. If this one is isolated, then we are able to find out the residue by as we discussed previously, means how we find the residue if these points are the isolated singular points. So these are the isolated singular points because we are able to draw a region where there is no any other point. There is no any other point except these singular points. So there is an infinite number of singular points. So as previously we discussed, what is the value? Phi z0. Phi z0 cos 0, cos pi, cos 2 pi, cos 3 pi, this one does not equal to 0. So phi z0 does not equal to 0. So phi zk does not equal to 0 for all k. For all k. What is the k? K is 0, 1, 2, 3 up to infinite. So, and what is the value of a psi zk? Psi zk means psi dash zk. Here we write the name psi zk. So, what is the residue? We know that residue at z equal zk, residue at z equal zk of fz equal what? Phi zk divided by psi dash zk. So what is the value of phi zk? Phi zk is a cos zk. Cos zk. Psi dash zk, differentiation of a sin z is a what? Cos. At z, this becomes zk. Inside a subscript zk. For all k. For all k. What is the value? Value become 1. So for all zk, what is the residue? Residue is a 1. So what is the residue of a chord z? Residue of a chord z for all isolated singular point is a 1. So this one is a means application that how we find with the help of phi z0 upon psi dash phi z0 upon psi dash z0, how we find the residue. Now, question number 3. Question number 3 means fz equal what? Fz equal z into sine 1 by z. Z into sine 1 by z. So, if we expand this one have a essential singularity at z equal 0. So, if we expand this one, z into sine 1 by z, this become what? 1 by z minus 1 by z cube into factorial 3 plus 1 upon z5 factorial 5, and how many number of terms? Infinite number of terms. So what will happen here? At z equals 0, there is a essential similarity. So at z equals 0 there is a essential similarity. So only way to find out the residue, only one way, means with the help of a Lorentz expansion and the coefficient of a what? Coefficient of a 1 by z represent the residue. So here, if you multiply it by the z, here at z equals 0, at z equals 0, there is essential similarity. Essential similarity. So if we expand this one, this become 1, z and z cancel out, minus 1 upon factorial 3 z square plus 1 upon factorial 5 z to the power 4 up to infinite number of terms. So what is the coefficient of a 1 by z? Here the coefficient of a 1 by z is a 0. Coefficient of 1 by z equal to what? 0. Means coefficient of a first term of a principal part. So this one is a angular part and this one is a second term of a principal part. First term does not present here. So what is the coefficient of a 1 by z? This becomes 0. So what is the residue? Residue of fz at z equals 0 with the what? 0. So this one is a case of a what? This one is a case of a essential similarity. Now, last example that we are going to discuss means how we find residue at infinite. Residue at infinite. So here we find the residue at infinite. So this one is the fourth example. Find the residue at infinite. Residue at z equal infinite of fz equal what? Fz equal z to the power 4 plus z square divided by z cube. So first we write what? First we write the ZW, and ZW is the what? ZW is a 1 upon W square f of 1 upon W. Then the residue at z equal infinite is equal to the minus of our residue of a ZW at z at W equal 0. So what is the ZW? ZW becomes 1 upon W square into 1 by W to the power 4 plus 1 by W square divided by 1 by W cube. 1 by W cube. So if we simplify this one, this becomes ZW equal 1 upon W square into, in a denominator this becomes W to the power 4, then this becomes W square plus 1. In a denominator, this becomes 1 upon W cube. So if we simplify this one, then this becomes what? This becomes W square plus 1 divided by W4, and this becomes W cube, 1 upon W cube. So this becomes 1 upon W square into W square plus 1 divided by what? Divided by W. Because W cube here in a numerator, so W and this one cancel out. So what is the value? Value becomes 1 upon W cube. Here we write W square plus 1 divided by W cube. So this one is a ZW. This one is a ZW. So if we closely observe, what is the singular point? W equal to 0 is the singular point. W equal 0 is the singular point. So, and this singular point, this one is a only singularity. So this one is a what? Isolated singular points. Under the category of isolated singular point, this one is a pole of order 3. So pole of order 3. So here, you may also able to find out means W minus Z0, W minus 0 whole cube limit means you may also find this one means a residue of ZW at W equal 0. This one is the, but if we expand this one, this become 1 upon W plus 1 upon W cube. So what is the coefficient of 1 upon W? The coefficient of 1 upon W is what? 1. So what is the residue of a GW at W equal to 0? Residue of a GW at W equal to 0 become what? Residue of a GW at W equal to 0 become 1. And residue of Fz at Z equal infinite become what? Minus of this one. Minus of residue of GW at W equal 0. At W equal 0. So it will be right here. So residue of Fz at Z equal infinite is what? Minus 1. So this one is what? Residue of Fz at Z equal infinite is minus 1, and residue of here means at Z equal infinite is the minus 1. You may also find the residue of this one means using the concept of like this one. Means if we erase out here and write a very interesting property. Means you may also find the residue of like this one. Residue of a GW at W equal to 0 is a what? Limit here limit W tends to 0 W cube and this one is a what? W square plus 1 divided by W cube, and this one is the second derivative means a d 2 upon dz square into what? 1 upon factorial 2. This one is the residue. So this one is another way. With the help of this one also you will able to find out what? This one cancel out. Here we write a W basically. So this one is a 2, and if we differentiate this one 2 times, so this become what? 2. So this one cancel out, and what is the residue? Residue at this become what? 1. Now one another interesting property. So what is the residue of Fz at Z equal infinite is the what? Minus 1. Residue of Fz at other point. What are the similarity? Z equal to 0. So if we write here residue of Fz at Z equal infinite is what? Here we calculated, this one is a minus 1. Now residue of Fz, sum of residues of Fz at finite number of a point, other point, Z equal I. How many number of other singular point? Other singular point is what? Z equal to 0. Z equal to 0 is the only singularity. This one is the only singularity. So at this point, what is the residue? Residue at Z equals 0 become what? If we simplify this one, then this becomes Z plus 1 by Z. So what is the singularity? Singularity is the coefficient of 1 by Z. So what is the what is the residue at Z equal to 0? Coefficient of 1 by Z. What is the coefficient of 1 by Z? Coefficient of 1 by Z is the 1. So what is the sum of the residues at all other singular points? There is only one singular point, so sum of the residue becomes 1. So residue at Z equals 0 plus residue at Z equal infinite become what? 1 minus 1, this becomes 0. That earlier we saw that in a theorem residue of Fz at Z equal infinite equal to the sum of the residue of Fz at all other points except the Z equal infinite. So this one is a what? This one is a numerical example. Now we are going to discuss about a Cauchy residue theorem, which one is very important to find out the value of integration, value of a complex integration with the help of a residue. So what is the Cauchy residue theorem? Cauchy residue theorem. Cauchy residue theorem. Cauchy residue theorem. So what is the statement? If Fz is analytic inside analytic on a flow inside a closed curve in a closed simple closed curve would be right, a simple closed curve inside a simple closed curve except finite number of isolated singular point and this singular point is suppose Z1, Z2 up to Z2, then integrate over C Fz dz equals 2 pi I sum of the residues I equal 1 to k residue of Fz at Z equal Zi. So this one is a what? This one is a statement of a Cauchy residue theorem. So how we prove the Cauchy residue theorem? So proof of a Cauchy residue theorem. How we prove this one? Proof of a Cauchy residue theorem. So here what is the statement? Fz is analytic inside a closed curve C. Suppose this one is a closed curve C. 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 Fz is analytic inside this one except finite number of points. Suppose this point is about Z1. Here if we form like, not like this one, if we form like this one, means Fz is analytic inside this region. This one is what? This one is C. Inside this region function is analytic except finite number of points. Suppose this one is a Z1, this one is a Z2, and similarly there is a Zk. Now we draw a small circuit which encloses the point Z1 and orientation of this one is anti-clockwise and this one is a C1. Similarly, another circle and this one is what? C2. Similarly, another circle and this one is what? CK. So C1 encloses the Z1, C2 encloses the Z2, similarly CK encloses the Z3. Now Fz is analytic inside the multiply connected region, means that inside we convert the multiply connected region into a simply connected region. So by the Cauchy integral theorem, for the multiply connected domain, C minus C1 minus C2 up to minus Ck Fz dz equal what? C. Because if function is analytic inside a what? This one become a simply connected region. Simply closed curve, this one is that. So what is the value of integration? The value of integration equals to what? 0. And if you simplify this one, integrate over C fz dz equal integrate over what? C1 fz dz plus integrate over C2 fz dz, and similarly last one is the integrate over ck fz dz. Now, if you closely observe, inside the C1, how many number of singular points? One singular point. So that singular point is a what? Isolated singular point. This one is an isolated singular point. Then we are able to find out the what? Then we are able to find out the residue, and using the definition of a residue, what is the value for this integration? The value for this integration is a 2 pi I residue of fz at z equal z, plus this one is what? Residue of 2 pi I, here 2 pi I residue of fz at z equal z2. Similarly, for last one, 2 pi I residue of fz at z equal zt. So, if you find the sum of this one, then this become what? 2 pi I inside what? What will happen? This become residue of fz at z equal 1, residue of fz at z equal 2, residue of fz at z equal k. So if we write in notational form, this becomes summation I equal 1 to k residue of fz at z equal zi. So this one is what? This one is a proof of a Cauchy residue. So now there is application of a residue theorem. Means how we find the value of integration. So now we solve some numerical example based on a Cauchy residue theorem. Here I using residue theorem, using residue theorem, solve the following integration. Solve the following integration. Using residue theorem, solve following integration. Following integration. Integral. Solve the following integral. First one is the what? Integrate over C. Second one is a C e to power z minus z minus 1 z minus I whole square. C is such that mod z equal 1 by. So now we solve these two problems with the help of what? With the help of a Cauchy residue theorem. So one by one we solve these two problems. So first one is a what? First one is a integrate over C dz upon e to power z minus 1. So what are the singular points? So by putting what? C is a what? C is a mod z equal 1. So if you closely observe this one is a what? How we find the singular points? E to power z minus 1 equal C. This implies that e to power z equal 1, then z equal what? Z equal, and this one is e to power 2 n pi I. Z equal what? Z equal 2 n pi I. N is a what? 0 plus minus 1 plus minus 2 and so on. So there is an infinite number of singular points. But how many number of singular points lie in this region? So z equal 1 means this one is a circle with center at 0 and radius is what? 1. So which singular point lie inside this one? This one is C. Only n equals 0 means z equals 0. Z equals 0 lie inside this one, and all other points lie outside this one. So what is the value of integration at z equal to 0? This one is a what? This one is isolated singular points. So this one is isolated singular point. So first of all, we write how we find the residue at z equal to 0. So residue of fz at z equals 0 is the what? This becomes 1 upon what? So here we write in this form, limit z tends to 0, limit z tends to 0, limit z tends to 0, z minus 0, and this becomes 1 upon e to the power z minus 1, 1 plus z square upon factorial 2 up to minus 1. This one cancel out. Then this become what? Limit z tends to 0, z into 1 upon z become outside, then this become 1 plus z upon factorial 2 and so on up to infinite number for terms. Z and z cancel out. So what is the value for S2? Value for S2 become what? 1. So value for S2 become 1. So with the help of a Cauchy residue theorem, what is the value of integration? Integrate over C dz upon e to the power z minus 1 equal what? 2 pi I into sum of the residues. Here residue at 1 is the what? 1. Residue at z equal to 0 is the 1. So what is the value? Value becomes 2 pi I. Value of this integration. Now we solve the second one. Very quickly we solve the second one, then we finish the lecture. So if we closely observe here, integrate over C. C e to the power z minus 1 divided by z into z minus 1 z minus I whole square. So there are three singular points, and C is a what? C is a mod z equal 1 by 2. Z equal 0, z equal 1 and z equal I. These are the three singular points. So at z equal 0, at z equal 0, if you closely observe, the numerator is also equal to 0. And here z. So if we simplify this one, and at z equal to 0, we try to convert this function in a form where this one at z equal to 0 does not equal to 0. So here fz is a what? We write e to the power z minus 1 divided by z, z minus 1, z minus I whole square. And if you closely observe, one is z equal to 0, lie inside. Z equal to 0 lie inside. All other points means 1 and I lie outside this curve. Lie outside this curve. So if you closely observe, e to the power z minus 1, z minus 1, z minus I whole square, then this become what? This become e to the power z is a 1 plus z square upon factorial 2, and this one is a minus 1, this one cancel out, divided by what? Divided by z minus 1 and z minus 2. So if you closely observe here, z is come from all infinite number of terms. So this become what? Fz equal z outside, then this become 1 plus z outside, 1 plus z upon factorial 2 and infinite number of terms. In a denominator, z minus 1, z minus 2, z cancel out. So what we predict here, at z equal to 0 there is a removable singularity. At z equal 0, there is a removable singularity. Means there is no any term. If we rearrange the term, then this the term of a z equal 0 cancel out. And we know that what is the residue at z equal to 0 if z is a what? Removable singularity. We know that the residue of a fz z equal to 0. If this one is a removable singularity, then residue is a what? Residue is 0. And only one point lies inside the closed curve C, and that point is a what? That point is a removable singularity, and the residue at removable singularity is a 0. So by the Cauchy residue theorem, what is the value of integration? The value of integration become what? Integrate over c e to power z minus 1 z minus 1 z minus I whole square dz become what? 2 pi I, and sum of the residue. Only one point lie inside this region, not any other singular points. There are three singular points, 0, 1 and I, but only 0 lie inside, and the point that lie inside have a what? What is the residue? Residue is a 0. So what is the value of a residue? Value of the residue is a 0. So what is the value of integration? Value of integration is a 0. So these are some numerical examples based on a Cauchy residue theorem. So in the next lecture, we try to solve some problem based on a application of a Cauchy residue theorem. Okay, so we finish this lecture here. Now, thank you for watching my videos.